Cheers and welcome to Bitter Reality Brewing. Yeah. You just saw the video, hopefully yesterday, of the new iGulu sparkling white wine. That's right, iGulu sparkling white wine. Estimated at about 10.5 ABV. I didn't measure it. It's all good. Usually they're within about, I'm going to say about 3/4 to a half a point. So about 10.5.
When did you start doing wine?
Very recently. And where's it from? It's from the UK. And it's a liquid extract instead of a dry extract.
Oh,
and they have a couple beers that we're going to be doing videos on too. One's the English IPA that you did get a little sample of. And the other one is a golden light lager, or it's a lager, but it's like 4.5%. So it's a lighter lager. If you're talking Michelob Ultra, it's probably an Imperial. But if you're talking craft beer, it's a light lager. But it's just nice because, you know, not everybody likes beer. Not everybody likes kombucha. Not everybody likes the same thing. And I'm not a champagne fan, but I tried this and I like it. And it's not champagne. And we won't even go, that's a rabbit's hole right there. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't care for champagne either, but I like some of my wines. Yeah.
But sparkling white wine. Yeah. We're going to go ahead, pour it, do a taste testing. Ari's here, Drew's here. And why is Drew here?
Free beer, free wine.
Yeah, free wine. Now he's got to say something different, or at least free alcohol. And I'm going to let Drew pour it. It is very high carbonation, I will tell you that. Thank God it doesn't end up having any kind of foam, so we're all good. Just open it right up. Well, everybody can kind of see him pouring. Well, see his hand holding it in front of you. Pour half a glass. You don't do the whole. We got a lot of taste testing. What's your call? It's your call.
No, like
I mean, you can go home, go right to sleep. You know, it is late. Except for me, thank you. I have had a sample before, and it is a little hazy. But that's not actually that unusual in some wines. And as far as sparkling, I have no experience in that, so I don't know at all. Yeah, you can see a little haze. Very, very wine fruit, like very grapefruity. I'm gonna let you all tell what kind of fruits you smell or taste.
It's pretty clear, honestly. Once the bubbles clear out.
He had bubble. He had to rinse his glass. It had a little, what's that called? Calcium buildup?
Yeah.
Or citricus, doing that. There you go. Cheers. I notice a lot of stone fruit.
I can see stone fruit.
What is a stone fruit?
Peach, anything with a big seed in the middle.
Oh, I thought you meant there's an actual fruit called stone.
No, it just has an actual stone.
Yeah, there is something like that in Australia, and it's another word for cantaloupe. They call it something like rock fruit or something crazy. Yeah, because it looks like a big rock.
I think if I had to pick a stone fruit, like nectarine, right?
I could see a little nectarine. Yeah. It doesn't taste like 10.5. It tastes like 7 or 8. It's very light. Very light.
For a wine, it is light.
Maybe the bubbles makes it taste lighter. It is semi, I would give it a semi-sweet. I wouldn't say it's a real dry.
I was going to say.
Or a sweet.
There's some sweet.
It's a semi-sweet
the flavor of it, but it overall has kind of a hint of astringency. So
okay, I don't notice it. I notice it comes across a little dry, but I taste the sweetness.
Okay, I can get the sweetness out of it, but it does have a hint of astringency out of it. So
I see what you're saying a little bit, but I get that on.
It's a lot of wines, frankly.
I get that out of Pinot too, even though I like Chardonnay better.
Yeah,
because Pinot doesn't have that smoothness. Chardonnay has oak, and that oak smooths it out. So. I guess you could age it on a little oak. Oak helps things kind of smooth out over time, even beer. And if it's American oak, it adds a hint of vanilla, which is really nice for people who like me who love vanilla. Not everybody loves vanilla. I love vanilla.
As far as like a sipping white wine, I like this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the quiet one in the middle?
I can sip it. I was thinking this whole time about the store that I would compare it to.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Everybody stand back.
How are you all feeling about Target?
I could see Target.
You could see Target?
I could do Target, and I could see a lot of people that go to Target. Moms and single ladies drinking this.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Suburbia.
Yeah, because you go to Target, it's mainly women walking around that place, young and old. I mean, there's not a lot of guys in there. The guys are over at Home Depot or something.
The lighting aisle.
The lighting aisle, or they're all over at PetSmart. PetSmart with a kind of an equal split there.
Maybe like the home furniture aisle, like blankets.
The seasonal decor aisle, I feel like.
But seasonal makes me think of something like
No.
Seasonal decor and the
Most of the seasonal
supercharged right
decor-
next to the wine.
As someone who used to work at a Target,
Yes,
the
sure.
majority of
He
the
did.
year, the seasonal decor aisle, not the seasonal section, the decor aisle, is mostly the same garbage.
He can
And
say that 'cause he doesn't
occasionally,
work there anymore.
occasionally they toss a little flavor in there if it's like Christmas and it's 2 weeks out.
Mhm.
Most of the year, it's like glass crap you don't want.
And like I mentioned, you can rent these things now for $50 a month for like 18
Live,
months,
laugh, love.
which sounds crazy because you're going to pay about $150 more, but you're going to get 360 gallons worth of kits, basically 36 kits, 2 kits
Yeah.
every month, shipping included. You pick the kits. So you could have 36 gallons of wine. You could have 36 gallons of beer. You can have whatever you want. You just get to pick. But yeah, that's an amazing deal, especially if you're just having fun and showing off to friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or if you
or-
live in a little, like an RV, or if you're in a little apartment.
You want to make some wine or something? That's good.
Yeah. And you can always create your own stuff. You don't always have to get the kits. You can hold back the kits. The
Or you can get the
expiration
kits.
dates on them are really good.
Or you can get the kits and, like you can edit it a little bit.
Yeah.
Add some flair to it.
Modify it. I've got somewhere around here, we got some raspberry preserves. I'm going to be adding to a Hefeweizen. So it'll be a raspberry
Sounds
Hefeweizen.
good.
Yeah, and a raspberry Saison too.
Ooh.
Yeah, that I may add ginger to because I love ginger and Saisons. But cheers. Show everybody a little love. I appreciate it. Thank you.